Surefoot Ski Boots is launching their Labor Day sale August 29th to September 1st, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Score amazing deals on last year's ski boots and accessories, plus lightly used boots fitted with custom liners and insoles at unbeatable prices. It's the laughs. We're talking to Wellness in Action today. We're talking to Hope and Melissa. Their mission is to improve community well-being through a network of mental and behavioral health resources for residents and workers in Big Sky. Here they are celebrating their 20th anniversary, and they're putting on a golf tournament, Par of the Peaks, September 4th. You can be a part of it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on Hoary Marmot.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. This is pretty much where I peak.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
We're delighted.
Yeah.
Gonna send this to Grandma if it airs.
I like that there's 3 women across from Joe's. This is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot for you today.
Oh, yeah.
We're
It's fine.
ambushing you.
Yeah, we're going to.
Very intimidated.
Since you and Joe wrote some of these questions, so I'm gonna ask them in a Joe-ish way. Big Sky is a perfect mountain resort town. Shouldn't its full-time residents be happy? No, so seriously, Big Sky is seemingly like this perfect town, right? People come there, they're like, it's Aspen, it's great. It brings all the, and like, why is WIA necessary in this town? And what's something common that people in Big Sky struggle with?
I mean, I feel like we talk about the Paradise Paradox a lot in our office. I don't know if you guys are kind of familiar with that idea, but it's very present in mountain towns. The Rocky Mountains are a part of something that is known as the suicide belt. Mm-hmm. They're kind of the places where people are the most susceptible actually to feelings of suicide, and that is due to a multitude of things. It's isolation, it's access to firearms, it's the extremes of the season, the high highs, the low lows. And that is very present in Big Sky, and it's very present in Aspen and in Vail. Yeah. And we definitely see a lot of people who are, long-term, year-round residents who have been here a while. We also see seasonal workers. But I think everyone kind of can understand what it feels like to be in pain no matter where you are. A lot of people come to Big Sky running from something sometimes, seeking other things, but my mom has always said this, and I think this is very true. No matter where you go, there you are. Mm-hmm. So I think people that come to Big Sky are really ambitious, and they're really scrappy and very hard workers, but that doesn't mean that there's not necessarily things happening underneath the surface that you still need to deal with. That going skiing doesn't always heal.
Yeah. I feel like lift ops really struggle. I'm kidding. Sorry. Yeah. What was your?
No, you're good. I think too. I mean, a lot of people are moving away from friends, family, their connections, maybe their home doctors, resources, all those sort of safety nets. And they're in a new place and they might know nobody. So that too kind of adds to that pressure, stressors of the job. It's just a lot of different things that kind of create this perfect storm that we're trying to sort of tackle and combat with the help of some other partners too.
And what is the goal of WIA in regards to those issues?
So WIA operates a counseling platform, which means that we work with counselors sort of like independent contractors. So they run their own practice, but we step in to subsidize the cost of care based off income. So essentially, all that means is that we're making counseling affordable and accessible for the workforce. So that's whether people are uninsured, underinsured, really runs the gamut. Help.
Yeah, essentially, Hope and I also are service available.
Forgot that.
We're free though.
That's
free
true.
version.
This is the free version. Pretty good.
But that being said, the community health worker program is a really cool one in Big Sky specifically because, Big Sky and just mountain communities in general are very scrappy, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Yeah. And sometimes that clinical approach to care isn't for everyone. So that's where Hope and I sometimes step in, where we're more of a boots on the ground, grassroots approach to accessing care. We do mostly resource navigation. We'll do some we do goal setting, we do financial literacy, we fill out applications for Medicaid with people, we can get people in touch with a mental health provider or just a primary care physician. We educate people about like Big Sky Bandage, which I had no clue about until I started this job. So it's kind of like that more wraparound care, but it's also less like I'm a psychologist and you have to tell me everything.
Yeah.
It's more of like we're walking beside you in your journey and can kind of make it fit however it needs to fit
Feels
you.
a little less
yeah.
formal.
Yeah,
100%.
It's a little bit more of an approachable
Yeah.
thing.
Won't people think less of me if I get help? If I
No.
get counseling?
What's wrong with
Hot,
you, Joe?
where's our hot
Where's- I
people
was gonna
ask
say-
for help sticker?
We developed a sticker this past season that's
Yeah.
called Hot People Ask for Help, and it's
Yeah.
actually very hot these days
Very
to
good.
be vulnerable.
Yeah, it's very
Vulnerability
cool.
is in.
Okay.
And do you think we would have
Yeah.
gotten this
Yeah.
far as a species if there was like one caveman who never asked for help? Okay, don't
Right.
check the science on that. The point is,
That is
it's
such a
community,
good
it's
point.
collaboration. It's,
It
you know,
is.
someone else
Yeah.
has to build the fire while you're asleep. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's how prehistoric history works. It's fine.
It's like, so have you found that, I mean, speaking to Joe's question, have you found that it is more difficult for men to ask for help in the community than it is for women because there is a stigma? And, you know, if you need help, it might be a weakness if you ask for somebody to talk to.
I think honestly we do see the stigma across all age groups, but I think
Okay.
men just I do agree with you that I think the conversation around it is harder to approach with men sometimes. But I've been really impressed by so many of the men that I work with, the way that they talk about this with their friends, the way that they're open and vulnerable and like willing to work on their stuff. I mean, it's honestly been really refreshing how people show up and like maybe despite some of that unfair messaging that they've received. And
Yeah.
then the most beautiful thing is sometimes it's one person who then brings in a friend. Oftentimes the way that people connect with us is they're like, oh, my friend connected with you. And we can't actually confirm or deny that because privacy, but,
Sure.
Yeah.
but
We don't
I'm
wanna-
Lie and see.
Yeah, yeah.
what is that?
Don't
But
fly
yeah,
in
it's
the
very
face
much
of
by
you.
word of
yeah,
mouth.
it's a lot of word of mouth.
Yeah.
We don't have to meet in a counseling space. We can meet at a coffee shop. We
Go
can
on a
meet.
walk.
Yeah, we can go
Down
on a
by the
walk.
river.
So it's, you can
Yeah.
dip a toe.
100%.
Totally. And be like,
100%.
is this for me?
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about how it's like, you know, healing or care, self-care, mental health care, whatever you want to call it. It's not linear.
Yeah.
And it's like, it can look however you need it to look for you.
Yeah.
And our job is to just kind of meet you where you're at.
I love
And
that.
we work with a lot of people who may never see a mental health counselor. A lot of people, they're coming in, that's not what they're looking for. That's okay too. Maybe it's more social connections. Maybe it's like medical debt comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all these other things, insurance. So that's okay too. I don't want people to be like, oh, we can't go. They're going to make us go to a counselor. No.
No.
We work with tons of people that like,
Right.
that's not what they're looking for, you know?
Yeah. So, and just circle back about the men, you know, like I just feel like,
Yeah, please
Yeah.
do.
let's circle back to those guys. You know,
To the people who have evolved since Joe. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Poster boy for masculinity.
And we wonder why
pinky
men
up.
won't ask for help. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the population of men that I've like seen, and just the population of men in Big Sky in general. Like, I'm from the Northeast originally, and I see a lot more openness actually in Big Sky than when I was working in the field more so on the East Coast. Like, I don't know, it's happening slowly.
It's all the hard
great.
seltzer.
Yeah,
That's what's doing it
yeah.
to them.
It's softening them up.
I know,
You
yeah.
think so?
I mean,
I haven't read the studies, but it's possible.
There
Yeah.
could be something there.
it's
Definitely.
perfect. I love hard seltzer.
Worth
So-
exploring.
So, you know, on alcohol, is there a particular something, substance, or thing that people in Big Sky struggle with the most? Is it addiction? Is it, you know, you said wherever you go, there you are. What is the thing that you guys see the most
You know, I think
without
we
HIPAA stuff happening? Okay.
Right.
we definitely have our challenges with substance abuse. I think that's part of that is isolation. Part of that is, you know, trying to connect people to other activities. I will say though, a lot of people talk about isolation and loneliness too. And sometimes substance abuse, I think oftentimes is really kind of a Band-Aid on a lot of those other more core things, right? So it really can range, but I think oftentimes the substance abuse that we see is almost like a self-medication of some of those other challenges that our hope is that we can address them with people. and
Yeah.
help them engage in that in a more healthy way if that's what they're open to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the drinking is for sure a big thing in Big Sky. But like I've been there, we've all been there. When you can't afford a healthcare plan, and when you can't afford a mental health counselor, when we're living in a world where like the accessibility to like taking care of yourself is so extreme, sometimes those like instant gratifications or those like easier avenues like drinking are available to you widely. Sometimes that just becomes like a crutch that we all end up kind of struggling with. And
Well, the state has a problem with it, and
Yep.
now you're in a destination place where folks are there to recreate and
Right.
have their vacations and just let loose.
yeah.
So there are a lot of temptations out there.
Yeah, I've heard people say like it's really interesting living in a place year round where people are like you're on vacation
Yeah.
24/7 because you're just existing in like this vacation space 24/7. So it's hard for you to even like develop a boundary around what that even means for you if you're there all the time, if you're just like constantly in this like heightened state of like vacation, and I think sometimes it takes a long time to be in Big Sky for a while to just see truly like what your relationship ends up being with drinking and partying and noticing certain patterns and behaviors. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
When I lived there, I was a kid. I was like 18. I lived in Mountain Lodge, and like the culture there was just like, you get off work and you go straight to the bars, and then rinse, repeat every day. But I do feel like I had the support of like the Mountain Lodge community. Like it was like dorms.
Yeah.
I had a roommate. I had people all going in that direction. I'm wondering if the people that are feeling isolated or excluded, if they're not in that kind of very, very small community where, you've moved out of the dorms and now you've got your own place, but then you're by yourself all the time.
And there's such an age range too sometimes.
Yeah.
Where like some people have left their lives behind at 40 and are starting new in Big Sky and have different wants and needs out of their social experience than like a 22-year-old straight out of college.
Yeah.
So there's just like it's such a melting pot in Big Sky.
It is.
Yeah. And so it's a really interesting dichotomy because it's such a small, rural place, but it has like every walk of life there.
Are we
So-
population a little over 3,000?
3,500?
3,500?
I don't know. Last count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with yours.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm down for that. But I think it's something around there.
Yeah.
And
And then it
Tiny.
balloons,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Every year. But you make yourselves available to the entire community, but I know you also make special allowances to youth and first responders. Are they huge priorities for WIA?
Yeah, definitely. To speak to the first responder program, we have ski patrol and first responder scholarships where people are paying between $5 and $30 for counseling. And part of the reason for that is because we know that these are our communities on the front lines. These are the people that are allowing us to recreate in the way that they do. They're keeping our community safe. So wanting to have that space and make sure that we're supporting those people. We know that youth are really struggling in this country, in Montana, locally, and Wellness in Action has really taken that on. We started historically as a group of women at the time that were coming together to meet a lot of community needs, and a lot of that was focused on children and youth. And so we still have our like flagship youth scholarship program.
Right.
And now that looks like having counselors that focus on youth. That looks like funding programs like Wayfinder in the schools, which teach social emotional learning. And I think we're trying to get more creative with our outreach to kids, and we also will see kids as well, and just trying to make sure they know that there's a place for them and creating fun activities. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, we're going to WIA to see a counselor, which is great, but like what can we bring into the space that's exciting? We had an art competition.
yeah, we did like a mental health month with the school, which was
Yeah.
super fun, where we went in to the schools and worked with the elementary school kids and kind of talked to them like,
Yeah.
what is mental health? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, do you know what WIA is? Do you know what they do? What does that mean to you? I don't know. Like, it was
awesome.
cute. It was a very approachable conversation with kids, and they were just so open and they're so earnest and sincere and unjudgmental. It was beautiful to just kind of sit down and talk to them and do an art project where we made like a big tree and everyone made a leaf and like I don't know. They, kids also love visitors. Like you're like a little celebrity, and they're like, "What do you do?" And
Something different.
You look cool. I bet what you do is cool. I'm like, really
People are
just,
always saying that about me.
Run of
You
the
look
mill,
cool.
but
Yeah.
they are.
We send Melissa, but no. I think we did some plant potting too, because sometimes like that can really bring down those big concepts of like how do we take care of ourselves? Like, okay, like similar to how do we water our plants? How do we make
Tending
sure that,
to your mental health.
Yeah, how do we make sure that we're taking care of ourselves too? And
and growing up in a resort town's probably kind of weird. So
It's gotta
that's
be.
what I keep hearing.
It's definitely like a weird experience. I work pretty closely. I ski instruct out also at Big Sky, and I work closely with the youth of Big Sky through our locals program. And I've seen a lot of these kids kind of like develop and grow up, but they're all exposed to like, alcohol and drinking from a very young age.
Right.
If you're up at the resort and opera is going on, you're noticing that as a kid. And that just becomes like such a normalized part of your life, which can be good and bad. And I think they're living in such like an extreme place. It's important to like really check in with that
This is
group.
not what adults do every day.
Right, and make sure that they're developing a sense of
glorified.
reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And that's like their reality. So I think just creating space for them and creating like a normal space for them to just develop and explore and it's interesting.
It is. So you guys have a new series called Chairlift Chat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our 4th Chairlift Chat with Dr. T.
Are you guys trying to compete with our podcast, or
What's the deal here?
should I be
I had
threatened?
a feeling this was going to come up.
You coming for the king?
There is zero competition. I don't know if you've seen my production quality, but I have been struggling with the audio and the mics.
We like to
I've
make
gone
them-
through 5 sets of mics. I don't want to talk about it. I am filming on my work phone. It is an iPhone like 12, but we're rocking with it. I got a tripod from Walmart.
Listen.
Listen, for all you donors out there, that is nonprofit good use of dollars. We're doing the best we can. fighting
Absolutely.
stigma.
And listen, the kids these days, they're really liking the grainy photos. So, like, maybe the bad
Yes,
production quality is
relatable.
something they will love.
Seems
I
like
mean,
a great
early 2000s.
Yeah.
great reason to
that's
sign up
nice,
for
but-
the golf tournament. The
That's
par for
so
the peaks,
true.
right?
And then you could be featured. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
be there with my little mics and my
She's
little
gonna be on
phone,
the
maybe,
green.
and it could be you.
Yeah,
Why start Chairlift Chats? What is the need that you want to fill with that?
So we, when I was hired in December, they were kind of like at the crux of their strategic planning, and I kind of just wrote out like a list of creative ideas. At that point, I wasn't, really deeply involved yet because I had just gotten hired, but I was looking at WIA and its potential and my experience in the community and what I felt like we could be doing better. And essentially, we developed our Small Team Big Mission destigmatization campaign, and Chairlift Chats was a part of it. And our whole goal is to essentially make mental health, talking about mental health, this whole thing that we're all dealing with all the time, which is our experience, just more approachable and kind of involve people that people know in the community and look up to and see a lot, speaking candidly about their mental health and their journey would maybe inspire someone to maybe look within and think like, I can relate to what they're saying. I'm not alone, and there is help if I need it. So that was kind of our goal with it. And
I like that it trained you
you do
both
that,
to
yeah.
be on camera as well. So you're ready
Yeah.
for,
I mean, look at you now. You're pros.
for
do you think
this.
so? Oh my God.
All right.
Credit to
We will,
Melissa.
and we'll make it super easy for people to find that and watch the videos.
Right.
Because I think it's cool
Because
and you
I
should
don't
keep doing
feel
it.
threatened. Okay.
You guys should not feel
We're so
Kidding.
far above you that we will share your
Like,
content.
literally not. I'm kidding. No, I think it's wonderful. Totally
Thank
different
you.
thing. So, say I'm someone in the community that is struggling, right, with addiction or with depression or something along those lines. What do I do? What do I do if you guys were to
You want to
be a person sitting
go
next to me at a
referral
bar?
form? Okay, I'll take the referral form.
Yeah, go
Okay.
referral form.
If you're not sure where to start, for some people, like going on the WIA website, they're like, oh, that's like, what's my one step? I think a great
So go to
option
the WIA website first.
is to go to the WIA website,
Okay.
go under the Community Health Worker tab, fill out a referral form. It's 4 minutes. We're also going to put these little squares in there real quick. That takes very little time and lets us know how we can show up for you and best support you.
Great.
One of us will reach out to you. Let's have a chat. Let's meet.
Yeah.
And you don't have to know why you're even filling it out really. Like
Right.
maybe something is off, but you're not really sure what that is. Okay, great. Like other, unknown.
Right.
It's really just lets us know how to contact you and take that first step. And you don't have to come with like this to-do list or whatever that looks like. It's very conversational. It's really individually driven. So it's not us pushing our agenda on you. It's what are your personal health goals and how can we help you meet them? And if you're like, I'm not sure, that's okay. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out.
Totally.
And sometimes like we'll call counselors with people. We'll help them draft emails. Sometimes that can be overwhelming for people. Like, what do I say in that? I'm kind of an expert at calling mental health counselors. So.
I'm kind of an expert at the emails.
Not to brag, I've called a few counselors in my day, so pretty qualified.
Very impressive.
To help people do that.
She's got a
Thank
great
you.
script
Yeah,
that she's shared
not that I've
with
ever
me.
been myself.
It doesn't sound like it's that much of a commitment. I think what you guys are doing is great. Give me a time being sensitive to people's privacy.
Yeah.
Give me a time when you had sort of a light bulb moment and you went, oh, wow, what we're doing is really working.
That's hard.
No, that's a great. I really appreciate that question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, I guess recently. I want to make sure
hard in a small
Yeah.
town.
That's
gotta
what
talk
I'm
about it
saying,
carefully.
like, the hip
Recently,
receptor-
I worked with someone who was having problems just following through. And this person was at a time of transition where they were moving and they just really needed to show up for themselves and get some things in order. And I don't know. It was either going to happen or it wasn't. And in like 3 weeks, this person really just took responsibility for so many things that would overwhelm anyone. And it was really beautiful to see that like the work that we had done in a short period of time helped develop and build the skills needed to follow through for themselves, and that they saw worth in doing that. Like they saw worth in like just doing it and putting the skills learned, I guess, into action. Like it was just cool to watch. I can't say like any defining
Of course not.
Totally understand.
things,
No,
but
yeah.
it's a really broad. It's really broad what I'm saying, but just watching that growth, that personal growth in someone and seeing where they've started and kind of where they're going and blossoming is just like
Right.
really valuable, and it's moving.
Right.
Yeah.
Validates your work. Yeah. And did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah,
It's hard.
It's funny when you ask that. Like,
You're like Barbara Streisand came to me.
I mean, it's like this kind of. I've been in this role for a little over 2 years now, and when someone asks that, it's kind of this kaleidoscope of like beautiful moments kind of go through my head. And I will say, like, in this job, you are often meeting with people at a really low point in their life. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's on a spectrum. And to be able to see people really like, we can assist people, but at the end of the day, that person is deciding that they want to do something differently. And that can be really hard. And when you see someone make that transformation and make beautiful changes and show up in the world with all their capacity and all their potential and start doing it, man, what a gift it is to watch that journey and to even be a little Sherpa on that. I mean, that is what makes it worth it. Like when I'm calling an insurance company again or, filling out a Bozeman Health Financial Aid form or getting someone on insurance, like those processes can be really tedious. But the access and what that changes in a person's life and what that enables them to do, man, I mean, the payoff is huge, right? And really, I think the best part is just watching people show up for themselves and just, make big changes.
Right. Take that extra step. And
Which is not easy.
And you
right?
can tell like
Right.
a lot of people that
Yeah.
we work with, like, even just saying like, wow, that sounds like that was really hard, and like I'm just really proud of you
Yeah.
for getting to where you are
Thank you.
now.
Wow, we
Yeah,
might
totally.
cry, honestly.
It was hard.
Truly.
It was hard.
And like,
Yeah.
sometimes people have never heard that. Sometimes you can tell like someone has never been told like I'm proud of you.
Right.
Yeah.
And it
Don't say that.
yeah.
Or
No,
they
sorry,
haven't.
She looked at me and said,
No,
"That
you're
really
good. Honestly,
hit
I
you."
was like close there to crying because I'm just so proud of so many people. Like,
Yeah.
But it's like, especially when some people, they haven't had someone show up at their life without an agenda. They haven't had someone who's literally just here to support them, and that's on their terms. And I think for a lot of people, at first, they may not believe that. They ask a lot of questions. Like, they kind of look at you with some skepticism. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm a person with my own struggles, my own challenges too. And I think when you can share a little bit of that with someone too, it helps them take that first step. And hey, no, I'm really not like, my goal is to support you.
Yeah.
And that's okay,
it.
whatever that looks like. Right.
Yeah,
But when
that's it.
when people realize that can be a really beautiful moment.
Yeah, building trust with people is
Yeah.
powerful, because that's the beauty of building the relationship. You take it on
Yeah.
to your life and bring that into the other relationships that you build.
Man, community health, baby.
Very cool.
Cold hard community
20
healthing.
20 years.
Cold hard community healthing.
But it's more like
That's
warm and open community healthing, but we like to pretend like it's cold
You know,
hard.
cold hard
Why'd you
community
make me do that
healthing.
on camera?
I like it. Yeah. It would be, to that one. And 20 years that we has been going strong. I know it
Yeah.
started Women in Action. Now it's Wellness in Action, but doing good work in the community. Thank you guys so much for
you.
doing that. I hope people sign up for the golf tournament. I do have a dumb Marmot game that I want to
I
play
never
with you
know
guys.
what it is.
Well,
So you guys
you can't know it this time, Michelle.
I'm really bad at
because
games.
We are going to be playing Therapist.
Yeah, forget it.
Okay?
Oh, I do like this game.
Wait,
I'm
okay.
good at that.
Let's go.
Listen.
Buckle up.
To prove that seeking professional help can be fun, we're going to play a round of the party game Therapist. Michelle will act as the therapist, and she is going to ask us questions in an effort to guess our deals.
I will pull off my 20 years of research
Which
as as a patient, probably.
I'm going to assign our deals while she's out of the room. So,
Oh.
yeah, we'll do a little time lapse
Bye,
here.
Michelle.
Melissa, you can only speak in fortune cookie fortunes. It's the only thing you're allowed to say. Okay? Anything that's written on the fortune cookie fortune.
So I just make those up, right?
Hope, your deal is you are the therapist's bitter ex.
No, I want mine. I want mine.
I want that one.
I want mine. Okay, actually switch.
Okay,
Can we
Can we
switch?
switch?
You can switch.
Wait, so I'm the fortune cookie?
And I'm the bitter ex.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I am going to be Michelle.
Okay.
That's iconic.
Now you ask questions, and you have to guess what our deal is based on our answers.
Oh, I do this as an improv game.
Right.
Okay, got it.
It's that too.
I did improv with kids in Big Sky for mental health. I know that some of it was funded through, there was a mental health initiative right after COVID, but I did improv for like middle school and high schoolers. It was really good. So we did like pretend therapy sessions, and then we had, anyway, I could go on. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And we had pretend AA meetings where like, hi, my name's Michelle and I eat toenails. Yeah.
The kids loved it.
Can't stop myself from eating
I can see the
toenails.
kids love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like real stuff would come out sometimes. Yeah.
Bring
Behind
Michelle
every
to the
joke
school.
is a little bit of realness.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Don't say that
think so?
right before.
So wait, am I asking all of you guys as if you're like
Yeah,
a group
who's-
coming
yeah.
to me for
No,
therapy?
You can just pepper us with questions. We don't all have the same deal.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So how are you doing today?
The road is long, but at the top of the mountain, sun.
Got it. Am I supposed to guess things out loud or no?
It's up to you. You can guess out loud.
Got it.
Yeah.
You figured me out already?
I'm not sure, but I do.
People are wise if you give them time.
Right. So you are stuck giving people colloquialisms instead of talking to them in real terms.
That's close.
It's
okay.
It's fine. Okay.
She's
So
too intuitive.
yeah. So what are your plans for this afternoon?
May go for a run. But I just want to spend time with my kids.
Are you me?
Oh my God.
That was quick.
Next therapist.
That easy. And that is demonstrating a healthy relationship.
Wow.
Is knowing each other that well.
Wow.
That was fast, Michelle.
Thank you.
The
Too
nose-
fast.
Yeah.
Killing my game. All right, now focus on these guys.
Okay.
I'll try to make
Michelle.
this hard.
Gosh.
Okay.
Did
cool.
I make it too easy for him?
It's
It could have
fine.
been about anyone.
Yeah.
So if something were to keep you awake at night, what would it be?
Probably what you said to my mom last
Yeah.
vacation we took.
Got it. And how does that make you feel?
Like, I hate you.
Yeah. And how does your mom feel towards me?
Despises you.
Yeah, she despises me. Is there anybody else in the picture that I should speak to?
Maybe my therapist.
Your therapist. Got it. Got it. So yeah, I'm happy to reach out to your therapist and talk to them
Wait, you're
to
my
resolve
therapist?
this. Huh?
You're my therapist.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there's another person.
Fired?
I know. You're like, speak to myself about it. Okay, cool.
Good thing this dynamic would never exist in real therapy.
That's right.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah. Is there someone else in your family that that you're struggling with, or
You know who I'm struggling with.
I do. I do know that your mom. You and your mom have some issues, right? Okay. Okay.
And you don't care. I know you don't care.
Yeah, and I understand that, and I honor your feelings there. However, I'd love to get to a place where you and I can have a conversation about this.
I tried for 3 years.
Yeah, you did. So
And you gave up.
I did. A horrible therapist. I don't know. Like, is the problem I'm just a bad therapist and I chewed everybody out?
I mean,
I do know that there have been some situations like that.
I
in
told
Big
you not
Sky.
to pursue this career. It was part of our issues.
Oh,
If you know
okay.
what I'm talking about.
Am I your mom?
You're my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, got it. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Yeah, that would be bad.
Michelle, you broke my
No,
heart.
I would never. Oh my God, as
Yeah,
a therapist,
you
I would
should-
never
you should
have an ex.
discontinue
Yeah,
this,
they wouldn't allow
Yeah,
it.
we're ending
Yeah.
our professional
For the sake
relationship.
of the game,
Totally.
it'd be fun.
Pretty
Totally. What was yours?
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more.
Are you Cormac McCarthy? What's happening? Everything sounded very like
Basically,
wise,
Yeah.
poetic.
Think of,
Um,
I'm not gonna give you a hint.
It's fine.
Ask her for your lucky numbers.
Oh, what? Well,
7, 12, 9, 3.
29.
are you a fortune cookie?
She is a
You're
fortune
a
cookie
fortune
fortune.
cookie.
Yes,
Oh,
those can be kind of hard.
got
Those are
it. Yeah.
really good.
But
do
like
you-
as a person, I feel like a fortune cookie does just spout out colloquialisms one at a time.
And sometimes
Totally.
they like don't.
Right.
They're really like discorded. Like they're really like uncohesive.
For someone who's like, you really enjoyed your meal. I'm like, fuck off. That's a
That's
bad fortune
propaganda
cookie. I'm
from
sorry.
the restaurant.
Bleep it.
Michelle, my
Bleep it.
goodness.
Bleep
And
it.
honestly, I'm just relieved it wasn't me. Michelle,
I
don't bring that
know.
type of language in here.
God.
We're professionals.
I thought it was gonna be me for sure.
I know, but honestly, it's like
When we're cold
50-50.
hard community healthing, those F bombs
Yeah, it
sometimes
gets really
drop.
real.
Dude.
But it's
because
like,
we're just keeping it real.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's like,
I'm
that
saying.
sucks. That's hard, you know?
Yeah,
They're like, you know
we
what?
are
Fuck
speaking
that.
the native language.
Yeah,
of
this
Big
is the
Sky.
language of community
I don't
health,
like the direction
basically.
things are going.
It is.
No, Joe,
It is.
sorry.
3 against
my bad.
1.
Somebody's
Let's
cur-
go, Michelle.
It's
Yeah.
getting crass in here.
Somebody cursed in front of my kids the other day, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Oh, you have no idea."
Oh no.
You guys are so fun. Thank you for coming and doing this and playing therapist
Yeah,
with
thanks,
us
guys.
and playing therapist in our community, which is really important.
Not playing, being therapist.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Well, we
Yeah,
know
It takes a
some.
little more schooler.
You
schooling,
seem to
but
make a game of
definitely
it.
the entry point if you're looking for a good therapist. Let us know. We'll get you in touch with a good one.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah,
so
we,
much.
we
This
appreciate
one's
your
pretty
guys'
good.
time.
Yeah, she is
that
a
was
good therapist.
impressive. I was
Oh.
throwing some negativity your way, and you were just taking.
She was
it.
rolling with it.
Serene.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a
guess
lot of 2 a.m.
Michelle's an ally.
conversations.
Yeah, she's good.
See her
Yeah.
in the community. You got some problems. Just be like, yeah, Michelle.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
to you.
We'll
A
give you
good
some
sounding
referral
word.
forms, don't
Yep.
worry.
Always a bridesmaid.
Thank you guys
never
so
a
much
Thank you
bride.
guys.
for having us
All right.
and
Absolutely.
spreading the good word.
Appreciate
Enjoy
all
your
the
days.
gifts and things that you